finish with a global thing because Europe keeps killing it. Everything's going right over there. The STOXX 600, German DAX. I mean, just a broad strength that we're seeing. Outside of the US, what's the most important stock market index in the world? I would argue the German DAX. I mean, maybe the Nikkei, but that's like a whole nother animal. My vote, if this was like we were voting for the Heisman Trophy, my vote of the second most important stock market has to be Germany. And it's making new all-time highs. And by the way, if you look at the bottom there, look at the NVIDIA weighting in the German DAX. It's actually 0.0%, if you can imagine that. And then look at the STOXX 600. This is the broadest measure of European equities. This is equivalent to the S&P 1500. So it includes small caps, mid caps, and large caps in Europe, coming out of a multi-decade base, making new all-time highs. Like, there's nothing bearish about that.
Hey, JC, what is that August candle on the German DAX? Does that have any meaning to you? I mean, there's a candle where it's like closing near all-time highs.
You had a lot of candles like that in technology, NVIDIA, the Nikkei, just sell-offs at the beginning of the month and came all the way back and closed at the highs of the month. That candlestick that you saw in the German DAX, you saw it in a lot of areas too. I got one more. I got a Brazilian fintech company for you. Here's the Brazilian Bovespa making new all-time highs, but the ETF that's priced in dollars, you can see the difference there. But look at the Bovespa, that's in real, making new all-time highs.
So is this like the NASDAQ? Is this like the CME or the CBOE kind of? Or is this like the actual?
No. This is the S&P 500 of Brazil, if you will. This is the index of Brazil. You can buy the EWZ, which is a Brazil ETF. So the EWZ is priced in dollars. The Brazilian Bovespa is priced in real, right? But nevertheless, the strength in Bovespa stands out. So the next stock, this is a $70 billion Brazilian fintech company breaking out of a massive base, new holdings, huge base, absolute monster. I think this thing could double from here. We've been waiting for this breakout all year. We got it. I mean, this thing's off to the races. So, I think that it's a big world. I don't like to think about the world as an American. I like to think about it as an earthling. There's a lot more going on that is not what's happening in New York or in California or in Texas. And I think it's worth looking around the world because there's opportunities out there all the time.
And by the way, that new chart, that's in dollars. That's in US dollars. That thing is really outperforming the EWZ.